G'day folks, Scott here. Welcome to another video. Today I am reviewing Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. Mate, what a mouthful of bullshit that title is. It's like the executives at Disney decided to have a font so small you needed the Hubble Space Telescope to read it, or words so big you couldn't see the picture underneath it on a Blu-ray case. Anyway, this is the fifth movie in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. They've been okay. I actually have a guilty pleasure with the first two. I really like them, especially the second one. Davy Jones was a fantastic bad guy whose CG has stood up pretty good given how old those movies is. The third one was okay, but the first two really, I enjoyed thoroughly. They're fun adventure films. My kid really liked them. They're good. The fourth one, On Stranger Tides, I believe it was called, was really shit. I think I sat through the whole thing, but it didn't capture me at all. I didn't like the new supporting characters. It just didn't work for me. So this one has just come out, and my daughter and I went and saw it the other day. It was better than I thought it would be. It was certainly better than the last one. As always with my no trailer thing, I'd seen nothing going into it other than the fact that when we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy, they played like a 5-minute scene from this movie, which, I sat through. Normally in trailers, I'm like eyes closed with my fingers in my ears trying to avoid them or I leave the theater entirely, but I was with the family and I didn't give a shit about Pirates of the Caribbean given how I felt about the last one. So I watched it, and instead of being a trailer for the movie, it was this one scene with these zombie sharks and like a cool sequence, and it was pretty good. It actually got me more intrigued for the movie than I had been previous to that. And of course it turned out to be one of the best scenes from the movie. So if you haven't seen the trailers and you want to remain as spoiler free as you can on this, it was fine. Like I said, it was better than the last one. It wasn't great. It didn't tell an amazing story, but it wasn't terrible either. Everything I'll talk about from this point on was in the trailers. To be honest, as always, with fucking trailers ruining everything, I was really surprised at how much the trailers gave away, but we'll get to that in a minute. Obviously, Johnny Depp is returning as Captain Jack Sparrow, but for me, the supporting cast really held this together. Specifically, the bad guy, who, sorry if I mispronounce his name, but Javier Bardem. You would know him as the bad guy with the air compressor cylinder thing from No Country for Old Men by the Coen brothers, and he was also the bad guy in the James Bond movie Skyfall. Really good actor, and he was great in this. And also Geoffrey Rush came back as Captain Barbossa, and again he was great. Those two for me held my interest throughout this movie more. Johnny Depp for me, I feel, is as Jack Sparrow at least, is sort of becoming a moot point. He was really entertaining in the first few movies, but I feel that by this stage he probably has such complete autonomy with the character on set that no one's telling him to just rein that shit in and calm himself down a little bit. I won't lie, I would imagine that I heard maybe 40% of the words that he spoke in this movie, and the rest of them were just mumbled, over-rummed, pirate-drunk banter I didn't pick up on. He was fine, he just wasn't awful. I guess there's been a lot in the media, at least in Australia, about the production woes on this movie as well, with Johnny Depp being, very late to set and holding lots of people up and having extras standing around doing nothing, costing the studio lots of money. There was all the bullshit where he, the media circus around him bringing 2 dogs into our country and not putting them through quarantine, and then crying on the American talkback TV circuit about how hard done by he was because the Australian government threatened to have them put down if he didn't get them out of the country. I'm sorry, but we don't have rabies, mate. That's why it happened. Have you seen the size of the bats we have in this country? Do you think we want those things flying around with rabies? No. Anyway, he was fine. He's still Captain Jack, but like I said, those other 2 guys really hold the movie together. The movie primarily is about Javier Bardem's character. I can't remember his name, but he's like a Spanish pirate hunter who Captain Jack had messed over and ultimately led to his doom in his early years. There's a not bad CGI young Captain Jack. I'm not sure exactly how they've done it. I didn't look into it yet. It wasn't as well done as, say, Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy, but it wasn't as poorly done as, say, Jeff Bridges in Tron Legacy. It was okay. For me, that was one of the coolest sequences in the film because I didn't know it was coming, but then I watched the trailer and it was in there, so I was like, yep, good on you, Disney. Anyway, so he led into his doom, and this guy got cursed, and he's got like a whole ship full of pirate ghosts. They all died in an explosion, so part of them have all their bits blown off, and whatever was left is what their ghost is, which was a pretty cool touch. They have a cool ship that like eats other ships kind of thing, like a skeletal kind of pirate ship. That was pretty cool as well. There was some pretty interesting special effects throughout the movie, but I mean, like I said before, CG and money are at the point right now. If you throw enough at it, they're going to look pretty good. It wasn't as imaginatively done, and certainly not as well choreographed as all the fights and action sequences from the original three by Gore Verbinski. But there were a couple of cool things. There was a guillotine gag in this, like a mechanical gag with this guillotine thing with Captain Jack that was pretty amusing. Overall, it was okay, but really that's all it was just okay. It's just another money grab franchise move from Disney. Not that I'm bagging on Disney too hard, like I for one am still enjoying the Star Wars movies, and I also really love their control over the Marvel Universe. I think they've been, consistently entertaining, and I'm happy to keep watching those movies. That's obviously off point, but if you're a Pirates of the Caribbean fan and you were disappointed by the last one, you'll probably like this one. It just doesn't tell that interesting a story. The two young people in this who are the new characters, one of them, the guy, he has like a character twist I won't reveal because that wasn't given away in the trailers. He's fine, he's neither great nor bad. The girl in it, I don't know her from anything. Her whole thing was that she's a smart girl who understands astrology, and because she's smart and understands science, she must be a witch. So there's just never ending like burn the witch, hang the witch gags throughout the whole thing. And she's also a horologist, and all the ignorant pirates are like, ha ha ha, my mum was one of them too, but she didn't brag about it like you did. And those gags just go on and on and on throughout the whole movie. They're fine, but they were just gap fillers. The pacing was pretty off. This movie was just over 2 hours, which I think makes it shorter than at least the first three, if not the fourth one as well. But a lot of the time, if either the bad guy or Geoffrey Rush wasn't on screen, I really felt like my time was dragging. I never looked at my watch per se, but it felt like a long 2 hours, which isn't so great in a fun adventure film. The end sequence, which again, they gave a fair bit of away of in the trailer, was actually pretty good. The finale of the film was okay. Like I said, it wasn't terrible, it just wasn't great. If you liked these movies before, you'll probably still like it now, and it's probably worth going and having a look. And that's really all I've got to say with it. So, as always, thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Like I mentioned in the last video, I also do a bunch of guitar videos on this channel, so if you're interested in music and you want to see some guitar videos I put a fair bit of effort into and I'm pretty proud of, check them out, see what you think. I'll be back to review Wonder Woman late this week and The Mummy next week. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.